Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all in between and outside of that spectrum, welcome to a very different kind of vlog. As you can tell by the title, we're all kind of in the middle of it at the moment. So many countries of the world are dealing with the coronavirus, and there are so many outcomes of that, not just from the actual illness itself, but from the way that I feel like a lot of people are treating each other. And that's a little bit of what I wanted to speak about today. So first things first, just want to let all my subscribers know that I'm okay. Alhamdulillah, thank God, I am okay. I of course, like lots of people, staying indoors. I live with somebody vulnerable, so I make sure I'm gonna be staying indoors from now. And yeah, so I'm quite lucky. My workplace is shut for I think 2 weeks, but I think that's probably going to be longer now, considering the stage at which the virus is progressing. From what I've seen, a lot of people from when I've been shopping, so that's another thing. So the only thing I'm going out for now is basically shopping for food. And from what I am seeing and what I'm seeing on videos on the internet, I feel like a lot of people, we've lost ourselves a lot, in the sense that I am seeing people who are fighting over food, over toilet paper as well. I'm seeing people generally get into fights about that. And one of the things which I've found most disturbing of all is that people are treating retail workers like utter crap. People are going into these places, they are shouting at them, they are screaming at them. I spoke to the manager at the Iceland in Hackney Central, which was a very lovely lady. She said that they've been dealing with abuse all day, and that people there lining up, hundreds of people at stupid o'clock in the morning to get toilet paper, and when they're trying to take the products from the lorry into the store itself, they're getting shouted at. People are trying to climb over, and to be honest, we're acting like mindless animals when it comes to these sort of things, and it is horrible. The way people are treating retail workers, the way we're treating each other, is horrible. And I know freaking sociology, is that the right word, I think? Well, people are going to be studying this era in history for years to come, just how easily we spiraled down into hating each other, and how our desperation, instead of bringing us together, is we're just fighting like every person for himself. And there are so many people out there as well, shout out to them, who are just doing runs for older people, going out there, looking out for each other. And those are the people in times like this remind you what it truly means to be human and to love one another. So if you're going out and you're buying food, please be patient, okay? Please treat the people working there, because at the moment they are some of the few people who are still working, and they've got no choice. So please treat them with kindness and with respect. And when you're going out there, please remember there are people who also need to eat. So please, I've seen people hoarding baby formula. There are people, baby nappies even. And I understand that these things are needed, but there are lots of parents out there who need these things. So please think about others. And if you're not a parent, you definitely shouldn't be buying these things, full stop. I'm seeing people who are buying hand sanitizer, see stuff like this. I bought this months and months and months ago, and on a whim, and I'm seeing companies charging something like 10, 15, 20 pounds for these tiny bottles of hand sanitizer like this. Please, when you go out there, people, wash your hands, okay? Please wash your hands. But to all the companies who are raising their prices of this, it's a very disgusting thing to do, and it's taking advantage of people in such a desperate situation like this. And it's horrible. A lot of this has shown, I feel like, the changes we need to have in society, okay? And our government, the British government, is just weeks behind everyone else, okay? And that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. Nothing that this government does at the moment surprises me anymore. I have got no expectations from them. The way they've treated the poor and the sick before the crisis was a big indicator of how they would treat them in a crisis. And that's why the NHS, God bless those wonderful. Please, if you work for the NHS, just know you are the best people in this country right now. You are literally risking yourselves to try and help people. You deserve everything. And I hope that when all of this has died down, that people remember you. People remember the retail workers, the cleaners. Because right about now, I've seen lots of people say this, the so-called low-skilled labour, that the current government was, insulting immigrants by calling what they do as that low-skill labour, has been the one thing that's been keeping this country afloat right now. Like, it is the cleaners, it is the retail workers, it is the people who are on 0-hour contracts, stupidly low wages right now, that are keeping literally this country alive. So please remember that, okay? Because it's them, they're the ones. And I'm sorry if I'm mumbling and stumbling a little bit. I'm not going to be doing jump cuts in this video. I feel like it should be as authentic as possible. Another thing that I think has been very disturbing is that people have been letting their xenophobia and their racism just out like that. They've just been letting it out further and further. And I think what we need to stop doing is calling this a Chinese virus, because it's not. It's a virus, okay? And calling it that is extreme. I find it racist. I feel like it's racist to call a virus a Chinese virus. We don't remember the bubonic plague as the European plague, despite the fact, considering what it did to the world, we didn't call it that. A lot of people bring up Spanish flu. Ironically, from what I've seen online the past few days from research, the Spanish flu didn't start in Spain. It started in Kansas, I think, but it was that Spain just had the highest mortality rates, or they were the ones who reported it most to do with the war, something like that. Please go and check that out on Google. Do some quick Google searches. You'll be able to get more information there than from me. But people have been extremely racist towards the Asian community since the start of this outbreak. I've seen people. I've seen people being very hypocritical when it comes to food. And eating, because there are cultures all over the world which eat very different kinds of food. And I'm seeing people trying to blame the East Asian community for their cultural food, and it's something ridiculous. And whereas, again, in this country we have a pudding called black pudding, which I believe is made from pig's blood. Okay, so please let's not forget that. Well, we're in a very, very, very fragile glass house here when we're throwing out insults at people. And we are in an even thinner glass house where we're talking about supposedly spreading diseases. Again, history has got thousands of examples of us doing that. So please remember that before we try to paint our Chinese neighbours as this, because that's the way you're making them feel is less than human, and it is disgusting that you're doing that. My friend Michael, Kawaii Prince from my group channel, my friends, he works in Sainsbury's, again, keeping the country alive, man. Shout out to you, Mikey. He had to deal with racial abuse the other day, okay? And the way we are all treating each other is just disgusting, okay? So, again, stop calling it a Chinese... stop blaming China, because China built hospital in 5 days, okay? It took about a few weeks for our government to tell us, everybody, to wash our hands. They only just now closed the pubs and the clubs and theatres and all that stuff. Just now officially closed it. The government's banned them all and telling everyone to stay inside. Only just now, when weeks later, okay? So this is not the time to be xenophobic. There's no time to be racist or xenophobic, okay? And I am tired of seeing people and some of our blue tick politicians also doing that. So please, just stop. This is a time where we need to come together and look after each other. I know that the general advice now is to stay inside. If you've got the symptoms or not, stay inside if you can. When you go out, make sure you've got, if you can get hand sanitizer, great. But if not, just make sure you're washing your hands. You've got a pair of gloves, wear those as well. And just most importantly, just be kind. I feel like now more than ever is when we need kindness, we need gentleness, and we need understanding and empathy. Okay, now is not the time to be racist, to be cruel, to be greedy. And now the time, because I've seen the shelves are empty in these supermarkets, and there are people from the NHS who finish work and they go out there and they can't buy anything to eat, and I'm seeing people buying it and then selling it at extortionate prices. We will remember you, okay? All these companies that are not paying their staff now or making their staff use their holiday right now, we will remember you, okay? And to all the politicians who literally a few weeks ago told everyone to just accept that the elderly are going to die and we're going to lose that, we will remember you. At least I will. I hope that everybody else will. I hope. But, you know, so everybody out there who is struggling, who is alone, just know that I love you. I'm here for you. I am one message away. You've got my Twitter, @ManirMasik. You can message me here. You can message me anywhere. I'm always here to talk if you need me. I'm going to be trying to upload a lot more videos over the next few weeks. I'm going to try and do something to make people laugh. I'm going to be uploading old vlogs. I'm going to call them flashback vlogs or something. And just want people just to stay sane, okay? I know it's easier said than done. Please look after your mental health. At times like this, please just be kind to others, and please be kind to yourself as well, okay? This is a very scary time. This is the sort of thing that my generation, we've read about in the past. I've never seen a sort of thing where we all have to stay inside our houses, and it's a scary thing. For me, it's scary. But seeing how people are reacting and seeing just how quickly and easily we spiral down into this sort of like, I want this, this sort of crazy kind of desperation, kind of cruel and callous attitude we're having to people, coming out of the woodwork with their racist attitudes, people coming out with their classist attitudes. I think this has shown the way we've dealt with this virus has shown a lot about ourselves, okay? And it's shown just how much we need to develop as a society, because we can't be doing this, okay? We cannot be doing this, because this is not the way. This is not a way to live, okay? So, like I said, be kind, and be kind to yourself, okay? If you can, try and be productive. If you can, try, if you're somebody who's creative, write something, edit something, draw something. If not, just try and find something to enjoy, and do that. It could be gaming, it could be watching, it could be a film. You can binge watch a whole series. Okay, I recommend Doctor Who, but I'm biased, as you can probably see. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to let this vlog go on too long. I'm just sending out my love to everybody out there, to everybody who's still working, especially the people in retail, the people in the NHS, all of that. You are the greatest people in the world right now, okay? And please, when all of this is said and done, please, everything's finished, please do not forget these people. These people are incredible. I'm just an actor, okay? Well, I'm paid to go, and at the moment my day job includes me going around going like that. But so I just want to say, from me to all of you, I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the incredible work you're doing. I hope people are being kind to you, and just to everybody, stay safe, stay beautiful, stay you, and remember, in spite of everything, please be kind, okay? Please be kind, and try and think of others as well. And then if we all think about each other, we'll all get through this, okay? Anyway, please keep being you, alright? I'm here if you need me. So, stay beautiful, stay wonderful, stay you, and stay safe.